You ever feel like you're playing some kind of financial game, but you just can't win? It's a common feeling. But what if I told you the reason for that is that the poor, the middle class, and the rich, well, they aren't just separated by how much money they have. They're literally playing entirely different games. So let's dive into this, because it might just reframe how you think about wealth.
Which leads us to the most important question. Really, what game are you playing? Seriously, think about it, because understanding the game you're in, that's the absolute first step to changing your results.
And here's the kicker. It's not just about the money in the bank. The core idea here is that these three groups, they're operating with completely different financial rule books. It's like one is playing checkers, another is playing chess, and the third is playing a totally different board game altogether. Different goals, different strategies, and, you guessed it, wildly different outcomes. All right, let's break down the first one. Game 1, Play to Survive. This is the most basic, the most fundamental game, and honestly, it's played by millions of people all over the world, a lot of times without them even realizing that's the game they're in. I mean, the name pretty much says it all, right? The goal here isn't to get ahead. It's not about thriving. It's just about hanging on. It's a purely defensive game, focused entirely on the immediate short term. The main thought running through your head is, okay, how do I make it through today?
So what does that look like in real life? It's that classic hand-to-mouth existence. Money comes in on payday, and poof, it's gone just as fast, covering all the immediate needs. There's this constant cloud of uncertainty hanging over everything because tomorrow just isn't guaranteed. It's this really draining, exhausting cycle of earning just enough to get to the next day, and the next, and the next. Okay, so from survival, we move up to the next level. And this is the game that most of us are actually taught to play. This is the play safe game, the game of the middle class.
Now, in this game, the whole mindset shifts. You're not just thinking about pure survival anymore. The goal is to build a sense of security, to create a comfortable future. But, and this is a really big but, it's all about doing that while minimizing risk at all costs. The priority is safety. The strategy here is super methodical, very cautious. Priority number 1, just avoid any big mistakes. Don't lose what you have. So wealth is built up really slowly, usually through saving a lot more than, say, aggressive investing. And it doesn't matter if you're an employee or even a business owner playing this game, the approach is identical, one careful step at a time. Build it brick by brick, just don't rock the boat. And you know what? That right there is the fundamental trade-off of this game. Playing safe can absolutely bring you security and a comfortable life, but because the entire system is designed to avoid risk, it almost never leads to massive, exponential wealth. This game, by its very nature, has a built-in ceiling.
All right, now we get to the third game. And I want you to understand, this isn't just another step up on the ladder. No, this is a completely different sport altogether. This is Game 3, Play to Dominate. This is the game of the rich. The entire mindset is captured perfectly by this one idea. When they enter a field, they enter to possess it. Think about that. It's not about participating. It's not even about competing or just winning a little. It is about total ownership. It is a purely offensive game, and the whole intention is to take over.
So let's really break down that difference. Game 2, the play safe game, is all about playing not to lose. You're just trying to avoid mistakes. But Game 3? That's about playing to win. You're actively hunting for that massive victory. It's like this. The person playing safe hopes to get a small piece of the pie. The person playing to dominate, they want to buy the entire bakery and then franchise it. The scale of thinking is just on a completely different plane. Okay, to make this super real, let's use an example. Let's say someone playing this game decides to get into the chicken rice business. Their goal isn't just to open one successful shop. No way. Their goal is to capture 80% of the entire chicken rice market in their city or region. 80%? And listen, this applies to literally any field. Imagine someone entering the book publishing industry. They're not thinking about just publishing a few good books. They're aiming to capture 50, maybe 60% of the entire market. The goal is always the same. Become the undisputed leader and basically control the whole game board. So there you have it, the 3 games. You've got Play to Survive, Play Safe, and Play to Dominate. We've laid them all out, which means now it's your turn to choose. Let's just pull this all together for a second. Game 1, the goal is just to get through today. Game 2, the goal is to build security. Game 3, the goal is to conquer the market. The strategies and the outcomes just naturally follow from there, right? You go from a day-to-day existence to comfort and then finally to total market leadership.
And this is the most important takeaway, I think. Your financial situation, it isn't random. It's not just luck. It is a direct result of the rules you've chosen, whether you realized it or not, to play by. Your income, your wealth, your sense of security, all of it comes directly from the game you're currently in.
And that leaves us with one final and I think really powerful question for you. You now see the 3 different playing fields. You see the different rule books. The very first step to changing your outcome is just recognizing which game you're in right now. Because once you see the rules, that's when you get the power to choose a different set. So the question is, which game will you choose to play starting today?